Okay, we're recording.
Okay. This is Ron Samuelson from SamuelsonsDiamonds.com, voted Best of Baltimore 2008 to get an engagement ring. We're in my store in downtown Baltimore, and today we're going to talk about some diamonds that I bought, the properties of those diamonds, and how they relate to the light performance, and we're going to tell you all about them. This right here, I do want to tell you about this. Paul Reed Smith, Custom 22. Paul Reed Smiths are made here in Annapolis, Maryland. This has the dove inlays. Beautiful guitar, one of my babies. I'll tell you though, looks good on the wall. Doesn't play like the Strat. So we're going to probably put this up on eBay soon. But it looks nice, right? Looks nice on the wall. Doesn't play like the Strat. One thing I want to tell you about it, Carlos Santana plays these. Ronnie Diamond, Strat guy. So I have two stones here. One stone I just bought. We just bought this stone a few weeks ago. It's 6.82 carats, round brilliant cut diamond. I bought this with Uncle Barry. Want to give Uncle Barry props? We keep it in the family. We partnered up on this bad boy. Check it out. Focus in on that, Garth.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, it's a spready stone. Talking about a stone being spready, we can sort of go to this little guide here I have. This stone has a big table. So the millimeter spread of this diamond is about 12.65 millimeters. That's huge. Like a 7.3 carat diamond. It spreads huge. Now a lot of times stones that spread this big don't look brilliant and sparkly. This one, we're not going to touch it. We're going to leave it just like it is because it's cut beautifully. You don't want to listen too much to what GIA, this is GIA, and you don't want to listen too much to what they say about ideal cuts, very good, excellent, good. You really got to look at what the stone looks like face up. You want to look at how beautiful this looks and how much light it gives. I'm not even looking with my loupe right now. The first way you look at a diamond is you just take it, you pop it like this in your hands, like that, and you just look. You look at how the diamond, what it says to you, and you look at its light performance. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous stone. So let's talk about this diamond's properties. First, we're going to go over the 4 C's. You got cut, carat, clarity, and color. This diamond here, lower color than what we usually buy. We're estimating this stone is around an N to P color. So it's pretty far. We can get our handy scale out. This is a little bit further down the color scale. Color starts at D being the whitest, goes all the way down to Z, then it gets into fancy colors, which, there's your fancy yellow. We're going to talk about this diamond next. This one we're estimating is a little bit lower than M. We haven't sent it up to God, the GIA laboratory, but we're estimating it to be a little bit lower in color. Clarity, though, which is another property of a diamond, going from internally flawless, meaning no imperfections at all the way down the color scale. I can't see anything in it. Let me get out my loupe. So this is a 10 power magnification. GIA, all jewelers use this to look at diamonds. If GIA is going to give it an IF, internally flawless, they're taking a microscope to this bad boy. They're not looking at it through a 10 power loupe, even though they say they do in their disclaimer. They tell you that. We're only looking through 10 power. They're not. They're taking a microscope to it. I looked at this stone. My father, Steve, looked at it. Uncle Barry looked at this stone. Paul, who works here 30 years, looked at this stone. We don't see anything in it. Not a thing. No imperfections, no feathers, no black, no nothing. So We're probably going to end up sending this to the GIA and see what they say about it. I'm guessing, my guess is that this is a VVS stone. I don't know for sure though until the powers that be in New York call it what they call it. So that's the clarity. Clarity in this stone is absolutely beautiful. We're going to go next to carat weight. Carat weight is basically dropping it on the scale and seeing what it weighs. Of course, we looked at this stone in the setting. We said, wow, this is a 7-carat diamond. What happened? We dropped it on the scale. It weighs 682. Again, showing that it's not a deep stone, but it's a spready stone. In this diamond, I love it. I love that this stone is spready because it looks like a big, big headlight. Question now is, what are we going to do with it? There's a few different things to do with this stone. Of course, the main thing that we want to do is sell it. In today's market, not that easy to sell these things, but they're going to get there. These are big stones. These never lose value. You buy a 1-carat diamond, we see all day people coming in with half carats. Hey, my diamond went up. Did it go up in value? I bought it 10 years ago. Your diamond's going to go up in value when you buy a stone like this. You buy a big 7-carat diamond, you wait a few years, even if you buy it retail, it's going to go up in value. Send it to Christie's, Sotheby's, you're going to see what happens to these things. We love it. A few things you can do with it. 1, leave it like it is, sell it to somebody who loves it. 2, send it up to GIA like it is. That's my phone. We're going to get that phone though in a second. Let's see if it goes past 3 rings. 3 rings. Let's keep counting. 3 rings. Okay, we got it. Should be 2. Took 3 rings. Anyway, send it up to GIA, or you can recut it. Let me talk about recutting stones. This is a round right now. It's 12.65 millimeters. Let's talk about this next diamond here. This is a radiant cut. Everybody loves radiant cuts right now. They're big, they're square. This stone was an 8.57 carat round. Just like this one, but bigger. Not nearly as clean. Somebody came into my store, they had this in a men's nugget ring. It was huge and it was big and it was ugly. We bought it, gave it to the cutter. He took it from 857 to 686, made it from a brownish, off-color, disgusting stone into an absolute beautiful gem. 6.86 fancy yellow. So we went from 857 to 686. We lost about, what's that, 20% maybe? So we lost about 20%, but when the cutter recut this, he brought the color out and he made it into this. Put 2 trapezoids on the side. We set this in yellow gold, just the stone. Rest is platinum. Put 2 big white traps on the side. This is a chunky boy. This is a great ring. Sent it to GIA. Hey, is it going to be fancy light? What's it going to get? Fancy yellow, baby. So, the decision with this other stone is, hey, do I recut this? I don't think this is yellow enough to be recut and made into a fancy. Right now, it's like we were talking about, N color. You got it right there, N color. It might not be good enough, but I love it the way it is. I don't want to lose 682 and make it a 5-carat. I'm going to keep it like it is for now. We might send this stone to the GIA. So we're going to decide what we're going to do here. One more thing. My website, hopefully whoever edits this video, big shout to Greg C. BlueSkyFactory.com. He's going to have one of his awesome people edit this video. They're going to put SamuelsonsDiamonds.com right down here. That's the name of my website. You can follow me on Twitter at Diamond Buyer. And of course you can find us on Facebook, Ron Samuelson, or just go to Samuelson's Diamonds fan page. So anyway, let's recap. We got 6.82 carat. Big fatty. We love this diamond. I love the way it sparkles. I'm not doing anything to this. I can't see anything. I'm going to let you know when this stone goes back up to GIA what clarity they call it. I will let you know because I don't see anything in it. I looked at it with a 15 power. Stronger than this one. I looked at it with a 15. Nothing. There is nothing in this stone. We also talked about this beauty. Everybody loves these. This is what they sell at Harry Winston, Tiffany. They love the big radiant with 2 trapezoids on the side. We recut this, made it into a gem. So that's what we talked about. We also talked about GIA. This is a colored diamond report. Last thing we talked about was PRS, Paul Reed Smith. This guitar is on top of the Power Plant Live here in Baltimore. Made in Annapolis. My opinion, Santana needs to play something else. This only looks good. Here, Garth, you can get, there's Paul Reed Smith. He signs it up there.
I can see it.
Rosewood fretboard. This has the mother of pearl doves going down it. These are great, expensive guitars. They only look nice on the wall. They're not for jamming. You want to get a Strat, or if you want a really fat tone, you want to get a Gibson ES335 or a Les Paul. Over and out.